Welcome back to KSW News. I'm joined by Shawn Leisinger, who is the Executive Director of Centers for Excellence. Shawn, it's great to have you with us on our last show.
Thanks for having me today.
So, thanks for being here, and tell me about the Intensive Trial Advocacy Program.
Well, we call it ITAP for short.
Okay.
Basically, it's a program where our law students get to start on a Sunday, and they do full 8-hour days. And on that Saturday, they do a complete jury trial based on a real case out of the New York area from the 70s.
Interesting. So how many Washburn Law students are participating this year?
We have probably about 36 total this year, potentially, yes.
And what role do you hope the community plays in the ITAP program?
Each year, we ask community members to serve as either jurors or potentially as witnesses, and they get to come in on that Saturday and experience what it's like to actually be a juror in a full jury trial. So if they volunteer, they get to actually weigh the evidence, decide which way the case goes, and the case is very evenly balanced, so we get all kinds of different results.
Great. What's the general response from community members who've done it in the past?
They generally really love the experience.
Great.
A lot of them are kind of a little leery of getting really called for jury duty. And in this case, they get to kind of experience an interesting civil trial, and they really get to weigh things when they go in for deliberations.
And on the other side of that, what do law students have to say about the ITAP program?
Our law students love the program because they get to really understand how to start and complete a prepared jury trial throughout that week. And we bring in outside experts, practitioners, and alumni to provide one-on-one coaching to them throughout the week. And basically, we're one of the few schools that still do it. Harvard did it for a while, and they don't anymore, but we do.
Interesting. How can people sign up to participate?
If they go to the Washburn Law webpage, /ITAP volunteer, ITAP volunteer, they can go in and click on their availability, provide basic information so we can contact them, and then that Saturday morning, that's Saturday the 23rd of May, they'll come in from about 8 to noon, and that's really all there is to it. They don't get voir dire questions. They don't have any kind of personal information they have to share. They just get to hear the trial.
Great. And is there a deadline for that?
We will accept volunteers up to about a day or two ahead of time, as long as we can get the information to them.
And what response have you received from students in the past about the program altogether?
They really love the opportunity. Having the jury trial at the end, in retrospect, when they talk to us afterwards, is just wonderful because it gives them that real live kind of pressured experience, so they get to hone their skills as young lawyers to be from Washburn.
Great. And if you didn't catch that, that's washburnlaw.edu/ITAP volunteer, or you can call the law school, I'm assuming?
Absolutely.
Great. So Shawn, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be back after this with a story about a tech-free week for kids.